Welcome. We believe that listening is the most natural way to learn a foreign language. On this channel we will publish conversations between two people each time on a different topic so that you can improve your English without boring grammatical rules. In order for the brain to absorb the language as much as possible and to automatically think and speak in English, it is recommended to listen to each episode several times at a distance of days. If you find these podcasts useful, we would be grateful if you would subscribe to the channel and like. Enjoy.
All right. Paris. Who's ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
We've got excerpts from a travel guide, jam-packed with tips and highlights.
Awesome.
And I have to say,
Yeah.
I am so ready for a croissant right now.
Ooh, yeah, me too.
But first things first,
All right.
the Eiffel Tower.
Of course. Can't talk about Paris without mentioning the Iron Lady.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
But did you know Gustav Eiffel actually built himself a secret apartment at the very top?
No way. A secret apartment. I had no idea.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine?
The view, the parties.
Talk about exclusive access.
Right. So that's going to be on our must-see list. But what about you? Are you a panoramic view kind of person?
Oh, absolutely. I live for panoramic views. But I'm curious,
Yeah.
what makes the Eiffel Tower special beyond the view? I mean, what else should we know?
Well, think about this.
Okay.
When it was built for the 1889 World's Fair,
Mm-hmm.
it was the tallest man-made structure in the entire world.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it held that title for over 40 years.
Wow. That definitely puts it into perspective.
Right.
Okay, so Eiffel Tower, check. What's next on our Parisian adventure?
Well, you absolutely cannot go to Paris without a visit to the Louvre.
The Louvre, of course.
Yeah.
Home of the Mona Lisa.
Exactly. Although seeing the Mona Lisa in person is pretty special.
Yeah.
It's not just about that one painting.
Okay.
The sheer scale of the museum is mind-blowing. You could spend days there and still only scratch the surface.
I've heard it's absolutely massive.
Yeah.
What's the best way to even approach a museum that size?
You know, I'd recommend focusing on a specific wing or collection.
Yeah.
Trying to see everything is
Yeah.
just a recipe for sensory overload. So maybe pick a period, an artist, a theme, and really dive deep into that.
That's a great tip. All right, so we've got art and architecture covered.
Mm-hmm.
What about some history?
History. Well, Notre Dame has to be on the list,
Yeah.
even though it's currently undergoing restoration.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Is it even worth visiting while the restoration is going on?
Honestly, yes. The Gothic architecture is breathtaking, even with the scaffolding. Standing in its presence, you really feel the weight of centuries.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
All right, so Notre Dame, check. But what if we're looking for something a little more off the beaten path?
Ooh, I like where your head's at. For that, I would suggest Montmartre.
Well, March.
It's got this really cool bohemian vibe.
Okay.
Cobblestone streets, street artists everywhere.
That's so cool.
And then you have the beautiful Sacre-Cœur Basilica perched right on top of the hill. It's just a great place to wander and really soak up that Parisian atmosphere.
Montmartre sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah.
Charming, artistic.
Yeah.
Okay, adding that to the list. Now, no Paris trip is complete without a stroll down the Champs-Élysées, right?
Absolutely. But here's the thing.
Yep.
The Champs-Élysées is way more than just luxury shopping.
Really?
Yeah. It's steeped in history and has this vibrant energy.
Okay.
Picture this. You're standing at the Arc de Triomphe
Mhm.
and looking down this grand boulevard.
I can see it now?
It's seriously impressive.
Okay, I am convinced. That is going on the itinerary. Speaking of impressive, Versailles has to be on the list too, right?
Versailles. Absolutely essential.
Okay, good.
The palace and gardens are just a testament to the extravagance of the French monarchy.
It's fit for a king.
It's not just about opulence, though. It's a
Okay.
powerful symbol. Walking through those halls, you really get a glimpse into a completely different era.
I love that. A glimpse into a different era.
Yeah.
Now, I know you're a huge fan of Impressionist art.
Big time.
So tell me about the Musée d'Orsay.
Oh, the Musée d'Orsay. It's like a treasure trove of Impressionist and post-Impressionist masterpieces.
Oh, wow.
Monet, Renoir, Van Gogh.
Now we're talking.
It's truly a feast for the eyes.
Okay, color me intrigued. What about green spaces? Where can we find some Parisian serenity?
Ah, the Jardin du Luxembourg.
Okay,
That is your perfect escape from the city bustle.
found perfect.
Beautifully landscaped with fountains, statues.
Oh, I love fountains.
There's even a palace there.
No, wait.
Yeah. So picture this.
Huh?
You, a picnic basket, a good book, soaking up the sun,
Honestly, I'm already relaxed just thinking about it.
Right.
Okay. Now, the Latin Quarter caught my eye on this list. What makes it so special?
The Latin Quarter. Well, that's the historic heart of student life in Paris.
Ah, so it must be lively.
Tons of energy, bookstores, cafes everywhere.
I love that.
You might even stumble upon a hidden literary gem.
Ooh, a hidden literary gem now you're talking. What about the Ile de la Cité? I know that's where Notre Dame is located, right?
Exactly. The Ile de la Cité is a little island right in the middle of the Seine River.
Oh, cool.
Considered the very heart of Paris.
Wow.
You've got Notre Dame, of course, and the Conciergerie,
Okay.
which was originally a royal palace and then later a prison.
So much history.
Yeah, it's history come to life.
Wow, so much history packed into one little island.
All
Okay, let's shift gears a bit.
right,
From the sights to some experiences.
I'm with you.
What are some of the must-do activities in Paris?
You have to do a Seine River cruise.
Okay.
It's magical, especially at night when all the city lights are twinkling.
Ooh, romantic.
Yeah, you get such a different perspective of Paris from the water.
Okay, nighttime Seine River cruise is officially on the list. Anything else that just screams Paris experience?
Well, you can't go to Paris without experiencing the legendary Moulin Rouge.
The Moulin Rouge.
Classic Parisian cabaret,
Oh.
a celebration of the city's artistic spirit.
The Moulin Rouge, that is definitely going on the list. And you know me, I can't go anywhere without exploring the local markets.
Oh, the Parisian markets are a feast for the senses.
I can imagine.
The sights, the sounds, the smells. You have to try some local cheeses, the fresh bread, the colorful produce.
Okay, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. But for now, let's talk logistics.
Okay.
What are your top tips for navigating Paris?
Well, first and foremost,
Yeah,
buy your tickets online,
okay.
especially for the popular attractions.
That makes sense.
This will save you so much time, avoid those long lines,
Yeah,
especially during peak season.
good tip. What about getting around?
For getting around, the metro is your best friend.
The metric. Okay,
It's efficient and will get you basically anywhere you need to go in the city.
perfect. What about accommodation? Any tips for finding the perfect Parisian stay?
I would say book in advance.
Yeah.
Especially, again, if you're traveling during peak season.
Yeah,
Paris is a super popular destination, and hotels can book up really quickly.
that's good advice. And location too, right?
Absolutely. Think about what sites you want to be close to,
Mm.
how you plan to get around, that kind of thing.
Makes sense. Now, I have to ask about food.
Of course.
What are some must-try Parisian dishes?
Ooh, the food. You have to try the classics. Quiche, crepe, croque monsieur.
All the classics.
Of course.
Okay, what about that romantic dinner with the Eiffel Tower view?
Ah, for that.
Yeah,
Look for a charming bistro in the Invalides district.
in Vildes District. Got it. Any specific recommendations for a bistro with that iconic view?
Let's see, Le Recrutement Cafe is really charming.
And then Café de l'Esplanade has those classic Parisian vibes.
Ooh, I love that.
Both of them offer stunning views of the tower, especially at night.
Perfect. All right, now I have one final question for you and for our listener.
Right.
With all these incredible sights, these experiences, these hidden gems,
Yeah.
what kind of traveler will you be in Paris?
Ooh, good question.
Will you stick to that well-trodden path, or will you venture off the beaten track to uncover the secrets of the city?
Decisions.
Decisions.
Choice is yours.
Bon voyage.
Au revoir.